We have more Matisses on the way. Up next, we're going to do Planche 29, number 29 of the 50 Dresses series. Another beautiful image. You'll see it's much the same size. Obviously, these are part of the series. They're obviously related, but they are very different. Here, not as sensual a piece.
No, and actually, if you look, not as detailed either. I mean, it's a much more simplistic form, in fact. There isn't quite so much attention to every nook and cranny of the dress. Even this is, her face is beautifully done, as was the other, and as is the hat. But the body he's left a little bit more, to your imagination. I mean,
sure.
It's clearly not quite the same, and that's the thing. It's like this is. There's a reason this movement did not outlast probably its founders. This is kind of the crux of the change between two different formats. You're kind of you're moving from one place to another with his art, and in that in that crucible you can see him trying different things.
Yes, and there are a number of factors in this particular image that are quite detailed. You have a lot of detail in the hat.
Yep.
You have some very finite detail you can see up along the edging there, and down in the upper part of the dress. Very, very, we said earlier, not a very large image, and you're talking about the scale that these finite details are put in there with. I mean, that is the hand of a master craftsman at work.
Yeah, and you can actually see some of the things he's being influenced by too. It's not just the Impressionists, but if you look at that's very Art Nouveau, Art Deco. That top of the dress, it's very detailed. It's almost like a decorative work of art on its own. And as you pull back here, you can see it. It's almost like the top of the. It's almost like a necklace.
Yes.
And which would be a very typical thing, of maybe 30 years before him. So you're seeing these different influences. While the figure might remind you a bit more of an Impressionist character, that little bits and pieces like that definitely separate it out.
Certainly, yeah, and I think they captured great soul in the faces on these. A lot of attention paid there as well. This one again going for just $9.99. What are we looking at for a gallery price on something?
Gallery prices on these, you'd probably see them around $2,000, I would think, at least,
wow.
if not more.
Sure.
So yeah, I mean it's it's an exquisite piece at an exquisite price.
Absolutely, just $9.99. You can own a Henri Matisse here today.